Yeah, the battle was fought July 1 through 3, 1863, in Gettysburg, a small community in south central Pennsylvania, not far from the Maryland border. The research I'm working on actually focuses on the entire Gettysburg campaign, which most historians argue began around June 3rd, when most of the armies were near Fredericksburg, Virginia. So it's that whole period that we're trying to look at a little more carefully than has been done in the past.
Before
Yeah.
you started this research, what was kind of the general idea of what weather was like during the battle?
It was warm and it was humid. Many people who know a little bit about history have probably heard of Pickett's Charge as being sort of a culminating battle on the afternoon of July 3rd. We know that the temperature was around 90, and some of the new work that we've done recently have estimated the dew point was in the mid 70s. Now, for those who aren't familiar with dew point, it's a way we meteorologists convey discomfort. And once the dew point gets to that 75, as you know, that's pretty uncomfortable. That's kind of like South Florida in summer.
Yeah.
And so we think the heat index at the peak of the battle, and this is sort of the new work that we did that no one had ever estimated before, was around 100. They've just walked, some of them, 30 miles in 24 hours to get to Gettysburg once the battle started. So you've got dehydration, exhaustion. They're not eating properly, poor sanitation, and they're carrying tens of pounds of equipment. So, the weather, you might say, well, 90 degrees, heat index of 100, that's not good, but it could be worse. And absolutely it could be worse. But, heat index doesn't take into account any of those things. And it also doesn't take into account, were you in the sun?